Well, hello and welcome, guys. This is the weekend video update for full subscribers for bullwaves.org. Obviously, you know that already because you're watching this. It's about 12 o'clock on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Then, forgive me, I was up half the night. On the 17th of September, and my voice is probably going to go down octave after octave after octave by the time this video is over. So bear with me. All right, let's get into it. This is euro dollar. Let's get on the crosshairs here. I've been talking about this contracting triangle over the last week or so, and so far so good. It's worked out quite well. We have wave A down, B up, C down, D up, and the range has been contracting all the while. And on Thursday, Friday there, we had a rise in 3 waves to a high and a possible wave D, and now we could be undergoing a 3-wave decline into a low in wave E. It should, that wave E low should end higher than our wave C low, which is, give me a second, 118.37. So we should end up higher than 118.37 for wave E, and then shoot up higher up to the upper trend line again to complete a larger degree pattern, which we've been tracking over the last while. So for next week, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Euro dollar, kind of a higher euro dollar up to meet 122 again. As this low in wave E comes in, obviously you've got a very tight stop here. Interesting opportunity. So obviously we shouldn't drop below 118.37, and we should be hitting, possibly, definitely above 120.90 here, and possibly up to the upper trend line, which would bring us up to 123. But 122 was the Fibonacci target that I had set, taking the overall, I think it was the overall length of wave. Let's get to the 4-hour chart. Yes, was it the overall length of wave? I've lost track of myself there. Anyway, the overall length of the wave 1 brown, sorry, projected from the low of wave 4 brown, and that gives us 122 for wave 5 brown. So what we really need to look for is a turn above 118.37 here into a rally, and the only other alternate that I'm looking at right now is that this is it's possible that the rally in wave 5 pink, I should have that there, which I don't have. Copy that up here, stick that in there. So we have wave 4. The other possibility is that wave 4 pink is complete at this 118.37 low, and we've already started the rally in wave 5 pink. So 118.37 is the immediate kind of critical level to watch over Monday and Tuesday. Over Monday and Tuesday. All right, let's move on to pound dollar. All right, we were looking for a rally. We were looking for a correction first to complete in wave 4. That completed quicker than I thought it would. And we had 131.50 as the previous 4th wave low, and that was kind of the target for support, immediate support, and a rally in wave 5 to begin from that point. I had a target for 134.50 for the rally of wave 5. It broke through that target, so we had a nice pop up from 131.50 to 134.50. That's a nice 300-point rally right there, and obviously we've broken above that by another 150 or 200 points now, so we're up 135.80, so it's another 130 points higher than that. As the market closed out on Friday, it looks to me like we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're obviously in wave 5 here, pink, but I think we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 complete at the moment, and it's probably due another pop into wave 5 we have a 161.8 Fibonacci target here, which takes wave A brown, which is this length here, 100%, and that's what gave us the original target of 134.50. Where wave C would tend to equality with wave A. That gave us 134.50. Where wave C would reach 161.8 of wave A would be at 138.60. So if you're in from the low here on wave 4, you could probably ride it out. Definitely, I think there's probably one more pop higher in wave 5 grey, which again, if it extends higher, we might reach 138.60. We'll see about that. For now, obviously, always keep your stops tight and your money management under control. All right, let's move on to dollar yen. Excuse me. This is the impulsive rally that I had been waiting for a while, and I got caught out twice here, obviously with nice impulsive moves to the upside, and then a break of support twice, which was kind of heartbreaking, really, but that's life. We had a nice impulsive run up off the low here, and it definitely breaks out very well. It counts incredibly well as a extended 5-wave move, with wave 3 extending. So we had 1, 2 in brown, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 3 brown. Excuse my language. A short decline, not a shite decline. A short decline in wave 4, and then if you can, we'll get into the 30-minute chart there. Yeah, short 3-wave decline in wave 4, and if you can, if you can keen your eyes in here, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 up to wave 5 of a possible wave 1. Off that point, we either have wave 2 complete at the recent low. The low dipped below the previous low 4th wave support, which indicates to me that it's a very real possibility that this wave 2 is complete at the low of, let me see where it was, 109.54. So the cash market will be a little bit will differ slightly from that, but yeah, 109.50 or thereabouts. We have a 3-wave decline off that high as an A, B, C, and this decline in a possible wave C, I could mark that there actually. I'll do that right now. A, B, C, which would actually, alright, excuse me, delete. Wrong degree. Wrong ender. Go again. Right. A, B, and a C. And this possible decline in a wave C brown, if you can, again, zoom in your eyes there, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in pink. You can see 5 distinct waves within that. So wave Cs are usually in 5 waves, usually complete in a 5-wave structure. So there's a very real possibility that we have hit the low in wave 2, and this rally on Friday again looks very impulsive to the upside, and we broke out to a new high, and we broke resistance, this previous resistance here at 110.93, and if you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that resistance level has not been broken in a while, and you can see there's kind of a shelf of resistance there that has carried for since about the 2nd or 3rd of August here. So we had this kind of 111 resistance level, and I had spoken about that when these original rallies started, and that 111 resistance level had been broken on Friday there. So again, that kind of points to the importance of this rally here, because if this rally is indeed the one which I have been waiting for, then we may well be off to the races again. Dollar yen, we might be talking about at least a break of 118.60 to the high there, but possibly a break of wave A, which is 125. And if we go all out bullish here, we could be talking about 140 as wave A, B, C, and the larger degree wave A, B, and wave C here in red brackets gets back into trend. Well, obviously that wave A, B, C in blue here is the alternate count, but so far I'm still working with this 1, 2, a possible wave 3 still underway, and wave 4 and wave 5. So let's get back to the short term here. Obviously we have a nice impulsive structure. We could be talking about wave 2 as already complete or completing in an expanded flat pattern. If on Monday or Tuesday we get declines below 109.53, we're talking about an expanded flat pattern. The 50% retracement comes in at 108.70, 108.80, let's say. So if we get a turn up from that point, then we're talking about getting seriously bullish in wave 3 green. So that's what I'm looking for next week. Possible declines into either 109, 109.50 or 108.70, 108.80 as the 50% Fibonacci decline, and then a rally in wave 3. Okay, let's get down to stocks. Again, we had a nice bullish structure for the last couple of weeks. Is it the last couple of weeks? How long is it since that wave E low? The 8th, sorry, for the last week or so. So we've had this nice bullish rally into new highs. Again, I think this is breaking out. During the week there, I kind of altered the wave count slightly to allow for an extension in wave 3 pink. So I think we've got 1, 2 in pink finished, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 3 pink finished. We should get a kind of a short corrective decline to previous support at 22.080, and then a pop higher in wave 5. So for this week, it's possibly a cooling off in wave 4 pink to expect over the next couple of days. You can see here, even in this wave 5 blue, it extended higher as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've had extension after extension after, even in the larger pattern, we've had extension after extension. So bullishness is carrying this market higher. This large rising trend line here is part of this trend channel here on the 4-hour chart. So you had that contracting triangle, wave 4 gray, and now we're working on wave 5 gray. So wave 5 gray breaks out into 5 waves in pink, and there you see it there. Another Fibonacci target that I was mentioning was this higher 22.850. So that's where wave 5 gray reaches 161.8% of wave 1 gray, and that's sprung off the wave 4 low here. Okay, so for next week, the continuation of this kind of bullish pattern, complete 5 waves in pink. At the start of the week, we should probably begin to see some declines in wave. We should see declines in wave 4 pink into support of 22.080. Okay, gold. Yeah, gold is kind of at a within a kind of a corrective juncture again. I think I'll just head to the this is the cash market. Obviously, my broker is basically a derivatives broker doing CFDs, contracts for difference, and ETFs and stuff. So it doesn't do the actual cash market price here. So these kind of spike lows and stuff and spike highs tend to differ slightly by a dollar or two from the cash market. So I'll get into the cash market here. The rise off the recent low, the low was 113.1992. On Friday, you see there, we finished the market at closed out the market at 13.20.19. So it's only a few cents. Excuse me. It's only a few cents off breaking the previous low here. So if it does break that 13.19.92 level, then we'll be talking about this decline off the recent high at 13.57. The decline off the recent high as a possible ABC pattern in a larger degree wave 4 blue. So let's zoom out here. So you'll be talking wave 3 and then wave 4 here, as in a 3-wave pattern completing A, B across, and then C down. Well, we might be talking about retracement into maybe 1300 again to complete wave 4, and then a rally higher in wave 5. So far, these third waves haven't broken out, into very bullish structures like it with large leaps higher in the price or continuous leaps higher. We've had correction after correction after correction, which does lead me to suspect that we might be building again another higher low in a possible wave 4, but I might be talking about a different scenario here for a successive 1-2 pattern off the low here. So it's something to watch out for in the next couple of days, is how this possible decline breaks down. Let's see if our trend channel gives us any clue as to where to look for. We might hit a low here, yeah, so 1297, possibly a dip below 1300 again in wave 4 blue alternate wave count. If we get a spike higher on Monday and we start breaking 1334 again, this will bring the original operating count back into form again. Obviously that low here would take the wave 2 label, and then we'd be rallying higher in wave 3. So the thing to look for on Monday is, do we get a rally up above 1334 on Monday and Tuesday? It should be, if it's within a wave 3, we should get a kind of a nice impulsive structure to the upside with positive gains, successive positive gains, as in kind of this previous pattern here, where the internal corrections are very short and shallow, and you get spikes higher in a third wave. So that's what we need to look for. Do we break above 1334, or do we break down below 1319? That's the question. We're very close to breaking 1319 at the moment. So the overnight trade is gonna define what happens on the larger pattern here. If we do break lower, then we switch to the alternate wave count, where we're declining in wave 4 blue into probably 1300 again. So that's what we need to look for next week. This corrective structure to complete either way, and then we resume the bull market again. So that's it for this week's short video. I think I kept it a little bit more concise this time. We'll be talking to you during the week, obviously, in the nightly updates, and hopefully this week we'll get to introduce crude oil. That all depends. It's in the short-term patterns now at the moment, and I want to kind of nail down my preferred count before introducing it. And there's a few There's a couple of things that I need to see happen first. So anyway, that's it for me for the weekend video, and I'll see you on the pages on the website tomorrow evening after market. Alrighty, have a great weekend, have a nice Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Stop.